to try to get the game in the high 80s or 90s. Can they do it against a defensive team like Florida and a rebounding team? Man, that's a big ask.
As Ross finds a cutting Kane, Xaivian Lee was there and he impacted the play. Now Fland on the other end, up and in with a left. He sees a little lane, it gets closed off, but he's got four.
But that's the shot you want if you're Georgia for Florida to settle for. Tough twos in this game.
How about the defense by Georgia? Back the other way. Condon knows an alley-oop could come.
Wow!
So he denies Kane!
Are you kidding me? Play leads Florida. I mean, he's set back right on the front side of Surreal, waiting for Blue Kane to make a decision. Are you going to come at me or not? And as soon as he left the ground, bam, Kondo just goes up, gets all ball up top.
Lee, up and in.
And
Wow.
Florida can rip that ball off the defensive glass and get out with
Smurf Millender buried in the corner with Condon and Lee double teaming him. He's in trouble down there, and Lee takes it away. And they got an easy run out. Fland's got 6 of their 10.
But regardless, it's Florida's defense right now that has shot them out of their starting blocks. They rip it off the glass, they rip it off.
Cannon Catchings, is he gonna take a turn? Nope. Yes. There it is. Cannon Catchings, 23 in a game against LSU.
You don't have to run plays for Cannon Catchings. He's all up 6'9" with a high release. He's going to have a 20-point night.
Clavshar, he's the one you can't leave open, and he knocks it down.
The one guy that you have got to suck up that airspace on the catch.
Kane, hard drive, and a physical one as Fland found the...
Seeing if Boogie Fland will take the bait for pull-up jump shots.
And Kane again, hard.
Wow, wow.
Man. No denying that time by Condon.
This time he comes at Condon right here. Man, that is not easy to do. Just so quick off the ground. Blue Kane's just a winner.
You mentioned the plus minus. He was plus 20, 6'5", flushing over 6'11". Good fight back from Georgia. Lee, 3, bottom.
Ravi, he shoots it so much better than his numbers would back it up.
Brown, that's also good, and the Gators after the Georgia comeback.
CC screen, look at hand locked, and bam, just burying that gray jersey, getting him hung up, and that ball gets swung. Another one set over here by Houck. Pretty simple offense. 3.
And Catchings was denied. 10 on the shot clock. Surreal rolls. Millender pulls up and knocks it down, and Santos Surreal is down again. That's been Lee and Clavshar. Boogie Fland is off to a great start as well offensively. That's blocked from behind. A lot of one-on-one for Georgia against Clavshar. The finger roll up and in.
Now they are very good, Georgia, off the mound. Here it is again. That overall team speed, they just hammer you, man.
Ross, that's Condon just kind of waiting there. The Condor can spread those arms. Thomas Houck gets set to check back in. Lee fires a 3, and I agree with you. That is a good shooter who hasn't been able to make many shots yet. Brown, high arcing 3, finds the bottom. And the Gators are showing we can do more than just pound it inside. Staggs open. And that's also in and out. Surreal, waiting to go up and do that.
I thought maybe he ball faked one too many times, but he did not. A good job of keeping his feet on the wood.
Houck tries to answer. He gets it to Condon. That's too easy. Xaivian Lee's footwork is ideal. 3-pointer, that one is going to count.
Violent cut to get himself open. Man, can Georgia get stopped? That's the issue right now.
Lee cuts, he's open, and he lays it up in a nice pass by Houck.
Using bigs out on the floor.
33-17, red hot shooting for Florida, especially from deep. Inside, that one's off the window and good. For all the effective shots at the glass, they still only have 2 blocks, this Florida. 3-ball, corner, pocket, good.
If they get him going, talking about Brown, he's all up 6'7", watch out.
an easy left-handed layup. They are now imposing some of their offensive will.
This guy defends the entire half court. That's why I think he's the best in the country.
Interesting story in his road to college basketball. 2022 NBA Academy games in Atlanta. His family's still all back in Nigeria. But there is a joy about the way he plays.
Yeah.
Good job absorbing contact by Millender.
There's a joy and a gratitude about him, right,
Yeah,
when you're around him?
Lee up and in, and they continue to pound after Georgia's. Fland, no good. Chinyelu, another rebound, brought it down, threw it up, gets it to go.
He's got a lot of Oscar Tshiebwe in him as a rebounder. Tshiebwe, as we know, took that all the way to the National Player of the Year. Wow!
Wow, that'll help the crowd out a little bit as Kareem.
This game has been vicious, and seldom does Chinyelu get beat like that, and Florida doesn't load to the ball side. Chinyelu just went to the wrong angle and got low, and Houck said, go ahead.
Last chance here for Georgia. Smurf Millender has it. Chinyelu comes out to help him, and up and in.
Yeah.
A Smurf.
Look how high he gets this ball up on that right corner. It's actually above the right square. Really well done. Florida, as physical as they are, they're so good keeping their hands off of you, using their bodies.
Staggs. Surreal is there, and that's a nice start for the Bulldogs. Ineligible. So he returned for a handful of games, and that's it. Lee blocked at the rim. Warming up like he is about to throw one down, and ends up taking a circus shot. Kane, not a great three-point shooter, but he knocked it down. Houck shot. Got it, man. That is at the end of the shot clock.
I told you, he just has a knack to make timely threes for Florida, and a good feel by Lee.
As a top 10 pick in the NBA draft.
Or Georgia switching everything right now to start this half.
Clavshar. Boy, they buried two now back-to-back. Houck and Clavshar. Well, Georgia had it down. And Kane working on Brown, throws it up and in. Luke Kane, physical.
I don't know how good of a basketball player he is. Overall guts and how hard he fights. He's caught in a mismatch right there and goes right at the size. Elevates and separates at the same time. And Mike White will tell you, if there's one guy that understands his culture more than anyone else, it is zero in gray in their zoom action.
His escape valve is Chinyelu, who throws an elbow to get some space cleared, and he knocks it in. It's their 14th tonight that they've missed inside the paint. Fland kisses it in, and just like that, we're back
% from the two-point part of the floor the last 5 games.
Pretty play by Millender. Had his 16th rebound on.
Got to shoot it. Ball didn't hit the rim.
Yep, 1 second. Fland. That's on, and that's in.
Boogie, oogie, oogie.
Jake Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins. That would have been one that Neek probably would have finished with a flush. Instead, it's Kane knocking down a three.
That's a good job by Kane. First of all, Ravi, they get back off the three-point line.
Condon, jump hook, good.
That is the answer, right? The pressure release for Florida on the road.
Big Blue Nation on Saturday at 3 Eastern time on ABC. They will be camping out as Surreal's back into the game, and Chinyelu picks up the foul.
But he may send a message to Condon with Brown getting ready to check in.
Yes, Surreal insisted on it, handlocked and just stood his ground. Made his one after missing his prior, would you say, 17?
Yeah.
Kane, splash!
There you go.
Todd Golden may want to talk it over, but no, Houck all the way to the rack.
So that's the 4th time in this game Florida has scored within the first 4 seconds after a Georgia make.
Boy, that is a difficult shot. It's that shorter lineup with Lee, Brown, and Fland on the floor. They get it to Houck, who throws the alley-oop. How well was that done?
To my point.
They will chew a little clock. Down to 12, now 14 as Lee spins, fades, finds it.
That's a big part of his game. You go back and watch Florida for the most part this year. He's very good at grabbing paint and painting off that pressure.
Millender, a blow by, ready to get it to around 12, 13, and then the Gators find it. Oh,
yeah.
Wow, a three in your face over handlock. Brown spins, throws it up, and has a chance for three.
What Brown do for you is knock down a three, but instead of shooting a three, he makes a play out of that corner, goes right into the chest of Surreal and takes away the shot blocking ability.
Millender being hounded by Flan. The alley-oop, beautifully done.
They just continued to really search and hunt for that two-man game, and finally, Chinyalu finally comes off far enough on this next cut right here. Boom, Chinyalu comes down, and that allows Surreal to, if not man-to-man, after a certain part of it.
Lee will launch a three and knock it down.
The three-point shot of Florida tonight might save them from beyond that three-point line. Xaivian Lee, he shoots that thing with a lot of confidence, man. That rise and fire release rotation has been good.
Flan to pull up. Yes.
What an answer. What an answer.
From the two guys that have struggled shooting from deep and from the floor.
And Boogie Flan, tough two or not, friendly roll to quiet the crowd.
30. And Florida looking to put him in a sleeper hold. Chinyalu uses the left.
How about the patience of Chinyalu? I think he felt that double team was going to come from the baseline side. Yeah, they've hung in there on the boards. Georgia has, only down 5.
Yeah, here's another turnover. Bounce pass ahead, Flan. Up and in.
I believe now that's 6 or 7 times in this game Florida has gone coast to coast and scored within 3 seconds.
Millender, he got bumped. That's a bad foul on Chinyalu. They're +5 on the rebounds tonight, which by their standard is nothing. Condon all the way, and he throws it down to get him points 82 and 83.
Everybody's elite at something, which is not true, but Florida is truly elite at their bigs cutting without the ball. Ryu.
And Ollie picks up the board.
7-9, takes him a while to get on the floor, but it was the first one to the floor. Florida took care of business, Ravi.
They sure did. They win it by 20. And they have won their last 4 games by a total of 109 points. Massive. That'll do it for Stegman Coliseum.